Praise the Lord, everyone. Just want to kind of go over some of the things that I've battled and some of the things that I lately, with the help of God, been able to overcome. Most of my weight challenge started, look, I'll blame it on Jeremy, started when I got pregnant. Look, he's 33 now, so we're still blaming it on baby weight. But it started there, and so did the issue of high blood pressure during the pregnancy. Right after I had Jeremy, 10 months later, I had Micah, so that didn't help because it was weight on top of weight. Then we ended up with not just the high blood pressure, but we had the high sugar and also high cholesterol. So it was on all type of medications. And it got to the point that my pill bottle looked like my mother's. You know, it's bad when you start seeing yourself seeing your parents in you. I had every day of the week, and then I was supplementing with multivitamins and things that we need to take. But we ended up, our first grandbaby came in 2020. And so I started keeping him January 2021. So that was the start of it. And I started looking at him and I started thinking, you know what? It's a sad thing that I'm gonna die young with all these health conditions and not be able to see this child grow up. And so that kind of got me started. I changed doctors, and one of the things that she did that my previous doctors had not done, she said, I want to send you to the pharmacist here, and I want her to review your medications to see if there's more up-to-date medications on the market. I had never had a doctor to tell me that. They just kind of kept me on the blood pressure medicine, monitored it. They changed it. If, you know, after a certain period of time, it's almost like my body started building up a resistance. So they would change the pill, but never a conversation about coming off the medication or trying something new to try to reduce it. I meet with this pharmacist, and not only did she review my medications, but she made me set a goal. She said, I know you're keeping the baby, you're tired when he leaves. I had a gym membership I was paying for every month, automatic draft. But my husband bought a super duper treadmill. He could be in Italy walking, you know, and I had not tried it. So she made me commit before I left that visit to start walking. She said 30 minutes a day. And I knew what the routine, 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week minimum. So I committed to her that I was going to start walking. I said, I'll start walking today. She said, no, you don't have to say today because I know, you know, you can start later in the week. I said, no. And one big thing, one plug that I want to say is accountability. That means a whole lot. And I can give accolades to Sister Cynthia and Sister Midis, the girl track, because it's accountability. If you're accountable to somebody. So I committed to her. I came home that day and I did 30 minutes. You know, I did the minimum. So I started my walking, and I committed to doing 3 days a week. And I'm an analytical person. So I made a spreadsheet. I started tracking my blood pressure every day. I started tracking my sugar level every day. I started tracking my exercise, and I started tracking my weight. That started in September. From September to today, as of last Thursday, I weigh on Thursdays of every week. And I'll just say that I hope it's all females on the line, but I weigh in the buck because different clothes weigh different things. So I weigh the same weight every week on Thursdays. So from September to today, I've lost 20 pounds. With my walking 3 days a week, with my commitment to drink my water, Sister Rosalind talked about that. And I told a friend about this. And so we kind of started a support group. There are a few of us, and we kind of keep track. We text each other and say, okay, day 1 completed. Okay, day 2 completed. And so we kind of keep up with each other, and back to that sense of accountability, because when my sister-in-law in Louisville send me a message and say, I've done my day 2. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm on day 1. I need to get day 2 done. So accountability means a whole lot as far as being accountable to somebody. The next thing that I wanted to say, one of the ladies in the group talked about the struggle with water consumption. And I told her I figured out something. Like I say, my mind is analytical. I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do at least 4 bottles a day, 2 before lunch, 2 after lunch. You know, that was a simple concept. You got a whole day, 2 bottles, 1 bottle when you wake up, another bottle before 12, 2 bottles after 12. And when I broke it down like that, and I think it was Sister Rosalind that talked about eating the elephant 1 bite at a time, that worked for me. So like I say, I've been blessed. The Lord has blessed me to lose the weight. I've got to take it off of one of my diabetes medicine. The doctor had talked about when I come back, I think I go back to her next week, about coming, if my numbers still look good, taking me off of some of the blood pressure medicine with the goal of getting off of all of it. And I'm gonna tell you, as of yesterday, and I'll finish up, my blood pressure was lower than it was before I got on medication. I am thankful to God for him opening my eyes, giving me the fortitude to start. And I did do an hour of walking before this session this morning, and then I did my hair. Thank you all. And I hope it's an encouragement to someone.